Okay, welcome to the next Halloween horror movie thing. This one is House, the Japanese film House. The director is Nobukuro Obayashi. I've mispronounced that name. I know it. Guilty as charged. There's nothing I can say about it. This is a crazy movie. This is insane. This is the one film that makes Bram Stoker's Dracula look, you know, reasonable in comparison. It's almost a film that's taunting Takashi Miike for the rest of his career, saying, try and do something as weird as this. See if you can do it, you're going to fail. I'm pretty sure Miike must have seen this film and thought, that's the kind of film I want to make. Because it's wonderfully weird. There's plenty of Miike films that feel like they're influenced by this one. Okay, the plot of this is like seven girls go to the house of an aunt of one of their friends. So the friend is, her dad's getting remarried to this woman that she doesn't like, or she just freaks out about it because she's a spoiled teenager. And they go to the aunt's house because the aunt asks her aunt to come here with her friends because she wants some shoulder to cry on, basically. And the aunt says fine, but basically the aunt is supernatural. Ooh. And all this, everything that follows when they get there is all supernatural. The first thing that should be said of the film is it doesn't care about realism at all. It's almost like you're seeing the movie that's playing inside the girls' heads rather than the movie, the reality of the situation. It's like every scene is touched to their emotional state rather than what's actually going on. So you see the girl Angel who's upset with her dad. You see from her point of view, like how upset she is, and you see the backgrounds change to show her mood. How she interacts with her friends show their mood. Everything's broad because it's about teenage girls and they're seeing the world in very broad caricatures. None of them have actually matured enough to actually see the world in a reality base. Plus the characters are so broad, they're based into the scientific one, the one that can fight, the one who's romantic, the one who plays music, the one who eats a lot and is a cook. Everything's a broad caricature. But it works because the actors really go for it. All these actors, there's like one male character, the rest is just all actresses. I mean, there's a male character and then there's two other supporting characters who are male who appear for like 10 minutes at most in the film. And even the main male character, who's the father, isn't in it for that much longer than that. But it's a very female-led film. And it's great because the actresses, it gives them all a chance to show off what they can do. They're playing teenagers. They're obviously, because of some of the nudity involved, they're obviously older than the characters they're playing, but they're not that much older. So when you're watching the film and you see a bit of nudity, you do feel like a bit weird, guilty to be watching it because it's obviously actresses who are over the legal age, but not that much older. So that's the element. Japan's got this weird thing about sexuality that's very different from us, so you just have to accept that's it. That's the way they do it. And the film itself, they go to this house. The house is creepy, but it's not creepy in the kind of old dark house where everything's black and everything. The house looks old, but they clean it up and it all looks clean and very interesting looking. Nothing's overtly creepy. It's how they react to the situations that make it creepy. Now, as some of them start to disappear one by one, they start to freak out, and how the auntie, who starts in a wheelchair, starts to get better every time someone basically dies. That's what's really cool about the film. It's just the expressionistic elements. It's one of those films that you don't want to say that much about because you don't want to ruin it for the viewer, because who'll see it hopefully after this review and say, oh, I should watch that. Everything that happens is strange, but it's strange and interesting. You would never see that coming unless you've seen a trailer or something. So do not see a trailer for this film, do not see anything for the film, just see it. as fresh as you can see it, because it's just very odd. Everything I've said, it comes in the first half of the film. I'm not saying anything in the second half. I mean, the girl gets a cat, the girl gets a cat who arrives, and that's the first sign. A cat arrives at her house before she goes to see her aunt. That's the first sign of supernatural. And it gets stranger once they go to the house, the cat comes to follow them. That's as far as when they go with what happens. And as they disappear, as one go out, it's very strange how all these things happen. The ending's terrific. In fact, basically the second half is astonishingly weird but wonderful. Everything builds and builds and builds, but it makes sense in the world of the film. Nothing that happens isn't set up in some weird way that you may not have noticed, but when that happens your mind goes, oh yeah, that connects to that, kind of, but it's enough for me to accept it. That's the whole film is. It goes very strange, but you can accept it because the world set it up in a way that makes it allowable to you. But it's a wonderful film. The performances are very energetic. Obviously the actresses actually knew what they were doing. It doesn't feel like actresses who are inexperienced at their craft. They seem to know what they're doing. They're playing caricatures, they know what they're doing. They look young, but appropriately young for their characters, but you can sense that, you can tell they actually are older than the characters they're playing. But it's wonderfully done. The direction is great. It's really daring. I mean, part of this film got bad reviews when it was released because it was so out there, but it became a cult film afterwards. It's just wonderful. It's just strange though. I mean, it's one of those things where it's always a cult film from Japan, but it's easy to understand if you don't come from Japan. Everything there is understandable to a degree, even though it's obviously a cultural thing for certain things, but nothing that stops you from getting the film. But it is wonderful. It's a great film. You should see it, but find out nothing about it because it's great, but it's very strange. Okay, that's my view on House. Yeah, I really wish I could say more about it, but it's something you have to see. I might do a video about it later, about a spoiler video, but talking about the whole thing, but I don't want to do it in this video because this video is to encourage people to go see it. Okay, I mean it's on Criterion in America, and it's the British one is Masters of Cinema. It's a very good set. You get a video about the film, plus you get the director talking about it as well. So there's some good stuff. You get a booklet with it, so it's worth getting. It's worth paying the money for. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'm back soon with a Kubrick classic.